Electric superbike sounds like an oxymoron. By the standards we have used to evaluate the two concepts, they should never be combined. Yet Modena, Italy-based Energica motor company is making it happen. And it could only happen here, in the so-called Motor Valley, where Ferrari, Maserati, Lamborghini, and Ducati are all located. To be correct, it is not Energica itself, but its parent company, the CRP Group, that began the project. Officially, Energica branched out from CRP in 2014, but before that the company sponsored a Moto2 race team. From that experience the engineers laid down the basis of the chassis, while the propulsion system came from their vast knowledge in electronics. Energica CEO Livia Cipollini regards electric supercar maker Tesla as a valuable indicator that the time is ripe for rapid expansion of the high-performance electric motorcycle market. Energica's first model, the Ego, was introduced in 2014, and can legitimately be called the first true production electric superbike. It is powered by a synchronous, permanent magnet, oil-cooled electric motor that delivers 100 kW/134 horsepower and 144 pounds-foot of torque. With 100% torque on tap at all times, there is no need for a clutch or gearbox. From the swoppily fared Ego superbike, Energica has now derived a naked roadster called the EVA. The chassis is exactly the same, with a Marzocchi 43mm inverted fork, steel trellis frame, and heavily triangulated cast aluminum swing arm with biturbo shock position far forward on the right side. Geometry is state-of-the-art with 24 degrees of rake, 100mm of trail, and a 57.7-inch wheelbase. Wheels are the customary 17-inch shod with 120/70ths front and 180/55ths rear Pirelli Diablo Rosso 2 radials. The braking system includes twin 330mm front rotors with radial mount 4-piston calipers and a 240mm rear rotor with 2-piston caliper. From here, the EVA diverts from the Ego's specs sheet. Seat height is 31.3 inches. 1/6 of an inch lower than the Ego, which makes the EVA more accessible to shorter/female riders. Weight has not been disclosed, but without a fairing the EVA is presumably fractionally lighter than the Ego, which weighs 569 pounds. But the most relevant difference is power, as the EVA has been detuned to produce 75 kW/101 horsepower and 125 pounds-foot of torque. Power is supplied by an 11.7 kW/H lithium-ion/polymer battery pack. Recharging time plugging into a 110-volt AC outlet takes 8 hours. Where 60A/330 VDC recharging stations are available, recharging time is slashed to 30 minutes. The morning is very cold when I leave the Energica factory aboard the EVA test bike. Yet even so, my first impression is incredibly positive. Throttle control is extremely precise, and power is managed in a totally natural way. With the motor set in urban mode, torque is impressive, with slingshot-like acceleration, but perfectly under control. When I roll the throttle back, the regenerative braking comes in surprisingly strongly. Then I notice that whenever the test rider leading me out of town shuts off, his brake light starts flashing. The EVA is a confidence-inspiring machine, with strong but absolutely reassuring manners and a beautifully balanced chassis. Coming to the open road, I start probing the speed potential. Again, what is most impressive is the acceleration. Whenever I open it up, I hit 80-85 miles per hour in a flash. The bike isn't lightweight, but it doesn't feel heavy. The front end follows my chosen line, and keeping the proper balance in relation to lean angle is very instinctive through the accurate ride-by-wire throttle. Unfortunately, it began to rain before I could sample the full sport power mode, verify the claimed 120 miles per hour top speed, or check the range. Energica says the EVA will go 124 miles in eco mode. But that's okay. Testing a new concept bike like the EVA is not all about blasting around at full speed. What amazed me was its incredible maneuverability at low speed. It can turn on a dime, and I never felt the need to put a foot down to assist the operation. In town, this bike is king because of its acceleration, response, and maneuverability. To make things even easier, it offers a low-speed reverse gear. We are entering into a cyber motorcycling era.